Hey folks, this is Mary. Welcome back to my channel. So, I had a whole bunch of things planned out that I was going to say, and now I can't think of any of them. As soon as I hit the record button, my mind went blank. But, I have been trying to make this swatching video for like 3 weeks now, and it hasn't happened, so it's going to happen today. And those of you who might remember, I unboxed this Bloo ink collection from Monteverde back during my 12 Days of Mary, when I was opening my packages that I hadn't opened for a very long time. And so I think it's about time that I swatch these inks. Some of them I already own, but most of them I don't. So I'm just going to swatch all of them so we have a matching set to look at. But speaking of unopened packages, I told you I was going to start a series called, oh gosh, I've forgotten what the name of it was. The Summer Pen Frenzy, I think. So, yeah, I have a bunch of pens that I need to unbox. So, I got to get cracking on those. But, anyway, I thought I'd ramble a little bit while I unpack all these guys, but July has been an interesting month. To paraphrase from a Pearl Jam song, July just disappeared. And any of you who know the song I'm referring to, you get a gold star. But Gus has been sick, unfortunately. And can I just say, I hate these plastic boxes. I think Monteverde is moving away from the plastic boxes, but the whole point of a box is to protect the ink, right? To protect it from light. So you've got a clear bottle and a clear box, so nothing is getting protected. So not a fan of the clear boxes, but anyway, Gus has been sick, and we've been to the vet many times, and my wallet is suffering as much as anything else is, but they've run a bunch of tests, and I think we know what the problem is. He hasn't been eating, he's very thin, he's lost a lot of weight, so I'm trying to get weight back on him now. And he's had tests, I've had tests, and we've got a bunch of changes at work, so it's just been a trying month. And other things have fallen by the wayside, things like making videos. But I've missed making videos. Certainly, I haven't even had a chance to watch the videos that other people have been posting, so I just have lots of things to catch up on. But today was going to have a Swatching Sunday video, or I was going to die trying. So it's not yet midnight, and I'm filming. So that tells me that the possibilities of me posting a video today are very good. Yay! Anyway, it's kind of rainy here in Virginia. We've had quite a few storms lately. This one storm blew up a couple of days ago. I mean, it just appeared over the York River, and it came marching down the peninsula. We kept hearing this rumbling when I was at work, and we're like, is that a dump truck? Is there construction outside? What is that? And we kept looking outside, and the skies looked clear, but then one of my coworkers went outside, and there was this giant black cloud coming at us. And then we all knew what the rumbling sound was. So it hailed for a while, and then it rained for a while. So that was quite interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen hail. In fact, I think the last time I saw hail, I might have been in college, which was a very long time ago. But anyway. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I mentioned the Pearl Jam song. I just wanted to say, for the record, that Pearl Jam is one of the greatest living rock bands ever. If you ever get the chance to see them in concert, do it. They are fantastic. I've had the opportunity to see them perform several times, and they've always been wonderful. And I can't wait to see them again. Okay, coming up on the last one here. Okay, so I think I will just push these guys out of the way, and I will grab the first one I come to, and we will go on down the line. Oops. Oh, I moved my camera And I'm hoping that there will be less jiggling, but then of course I just hit it. So it's jiggling anyway, but it's all a work in progress. So who do we have first here? This is Blue Documental Ink. So I'm guessing this one should be waterproof. I don't have many waterproof inks. I have a couple of Noodler's inks that I know are waterproof. And I'm trying to get the lid off of this thing. Well, we might have to pause the video while I go find some pliers or something. Oh my goodness. It is really on there. Whew, there we go. Good grief. Yeah, so I forget when I ordered these inks, probably last fall. And then of course I unboxed them in December. And the box has just been hanging around waiting for me to get my act together for the past, 7 months or so. So yeah, I imagine these lids are going to be a little stiff, but that's okay. We'll get it figured out. All right, so this is Monteverde. Ooh, are we jiggling? Ah, see, I'm wiggling the table and the camera is not moving. This is a good sign. Documental. It's hard not to jiggle the table when you're writing. And when the camera is attached to the table that you're writing on, it becomes almost impossible. So this will be helpful, I think. Less jiggling. Of course, I have a couple of camera setups. This one is by the window, so I get that nice natural light. But my other setup, I'm going to have to figure out how to keep that one from jiggling. But one step at a time, one step at a time. Okay, so now we need a Q-tip. Ooh, I'm seeing some sheen on the lip here. Can you guys see that? It's a little bit of pink sheen. I've heard that documental inks are usually kind of flat because the properties that make them waterproof kind of prevent them from having other properties like sheen. So we'll have to see how this one does. It's a very pretty blue though. Of course, it's hard to meet a blue ink that I don't like. So I'll put a nice big blob on here and we'll see if we get some sheen out of him. Ooh, it flows very well. But I think most Monteverde inks do flow very well because they have that, ooh, there's a bit in there. What is that? I'm trying to get the bit off. There we go. I left a dry spot, but that's okay. That'll just add to the character. But yeah, it has that ITF technology, which stands for ink something flow. I can't remember. So anyway, that should be nice. I can't say that I've used a lot of waterproof inks. Oh yeah, there it says permanent. Permanent ink. It's not generally a property that I worry about. I worry about, you know, the color and stuff. Oh, I forgot to show you what this one is. And the lid's already off. So we will look at this very carefully. This is Confidence Blue. And this is from the Emotions series. Monteverde has quite a few different series out. And they just released the Jungle series, I think it is. None of them have really piqued my interest yet, but I felt the same way about the Sweet Life inks. I didn't like any of those when they came out, but then I saw people using them, and quite a few of them really grew on me. So I'm sure the Jungle inks will grow on me too. It's hard to tell anything from just a two-dimensional swatch on a website, you know. You have to see the ink in action, which is why we should always get samples and try inks out before we buy them. But how often do I follow that advice? Not very often. Oh, that reminds me. Oh my goodness. Endless Pens is going to be the death of me because they're always having these crazy sales and I can't resist, and I've bought way too much stuff from them. Ooh, this is very wet. So, if you know anything about Endless Pens, you know they have these weekly hot drops where they have these crazy low prices on stuff. And I heard, who was it? Mike Madison, I think. He said that there was something about Endless Pens that was shady, and I don't know what that is. Maybe he didn't say shady. Maybe he said it was like gray market goods or something. Again, I don't know what that means. Did they fall off of a truck or something? I don't know. But anyway, I'm signed up for the Endless Pens. Gosh, there's more chunks on this one. What is up with my Q-tips? These are brand new, brand name Q-tips that just came out of the package. All right, well, I'm not going to try to gouge that little bit of whatever that is off the card. We're just going to let it dry and see what happens. Oops. Oh, I just stuck my finger in some ink. Imagine that. But anyway, they have their weekly sales, and this past week, their hot drop sale. Okay, this one is Malibu Blue, and he's stuck on there really good again, so let me see if I can get it off. So this week they had Robert Oster ink on sale. And I think after the discount, it was something like $13 a bottle. Well, I have looked at Robert Oster ink all over the place, and it is very consistently $17 a bottle. So it rarely, if ever, goes on sale. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Robert Oster inks that they have on sale this week are the green inks. Oh my goodness. It's all I can do not to go to the website and buy all of them because they're on sale. I have to buy them because they're on sale. Not that I need all of those inks, but you know, when do you ever see Robert Oster inks for that price? So I resisted and I resisted, and ooh, Gus just sneezed, and sometimes he sneezes so hard that he hits the head on the floor. He hits his head on the floor, which is what he just did. Poor dear. He did that over at my mom's house one time. We were outside on her porch, and he sneezed and hit his head on the porch, and he scraped his nose, and he was bleeding from where he hit his head. Poor thing. I've never seen a dog hit their head sneezing before, but anyway. So I resisted and resisted the Endless Pens sale, and at last I gave in. I couldn't stand it any longer. I went to the website and I was going to buy at least a couple of bottles of this green ink. And what do you know? The site was down. They were doing inventory. So I took that as a sign that I was not supposed to buy any of this green ink. So, okay, the danger had passed. So then I get an email from Endless Pens a couple of days after that, and they said, okay, our inventory is over, and we're going to have the hot drop starting on Friday. So I couldn't resist. Oh no! I just had my first ink accident. I can't believe it. Not that I'm happy about this. This is terrible. Where are the paper towels? This is what I get for talking and trying to do stuff. Ooh, I'm a Smurf. And, I think I might have gotten some on the carpet. We'll worry about that later. So anyway, I went to the website to see what the new hot drop was, secretly hoping that it was blue Robert Oster ink on sale. And it was the exact same sale. So there those green inks were, just mocking me, daring me to buy all of them. But so far, I have resisted. I don't know if I can stand it any longer. I might have to buy some of this green ink. Now, they don't have all of the Robert Oster green inks. Just, I mean, gosh, they have like a dozen of them. They have quite a few. So what I think all of you should do is go to the Endless Pens website and buy up all of their inventory so there is nothing left for me to buy. So when I go to the website and log in, it'll say sold out, and I won't be able to get any. See, then you'll benefit by getting Robert Oster inks on sale, and I'll benefit by not having bought ink that I don't need. See, it's a win-win for everybody. But let me tell you, if they ever have the Robert Oster blue inks on sale, all bets are off. I'm going crazy. My credit card is going to catch on fire. I'm going to be using it so fast. But I will try to contain myself and not buy any green ink. But I would be interested to know what your favorite Robert Oster green inks are. And they also have some of the Diamine, what is it, the 150th anniversary inks on sale. And there's several of those that I would like to buy too, but you know what? If I go to Pure Pens or another UK retailer, Pure Pens is my favorite, they have the Diamine inks for very cheap. And of course you have to pay for shipping, but it all kind of balances out. So when I'm ready and I am budgeted for Diamine ink, I'm trying to wipe my hands off a little bit while I'm talking in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm pretty blue. I might need to go wash my hands. Dang it. Anyway, whenever I'm ready to buy the Diamine ink, I won't be tempted by an Endless Pen sale. I will just go to a UK retailer and buy it from them. But in the meantime, that Robert Oster is really tempting me. Okay, I'm going to go wash a bit of this blue ink off of my hands, and then we are going to continue on with our day. Okay, I'm back. So I got some of the ink off, but then I was trying to get some ink off of the carpet and I kind of re-blued my fingers again. But that's okay. It'll wash off eventually. In the meantime, people will wonder what I've been up to. Okay. So that was Malibu Blue that I got a bit of ink on the label. Well, what do you know? It rubbed off. There we go. So good as new. But in case I hadn't mentioned, I am missing Seattle. I don't want to go to Malibu Beach. I want to go to Alki Beach. Hopefully someday soon. And I'm not hesitating because of the pandemic. I'm hesitating because of my wallet again. Did I mention that Gus had been sick? And we've been to the vet a bunch of times. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next up, we have Azure Noir. I should start a GoFundMe page so I can go to Seattle. Please send me back to Seattle. I don't think anybody would donate to a cause like that. People do put some of the weirdest requests on there, I have to say. Oh, oops. Oh, yes. My goodness, I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Okay. So this is Monteverde Azure Noir. That is looking very noir, very black. Which reminds me, there's a couple of Alfred Hitchcock movies on Amazon Prime now, and I watched Rear Window the other night. Oh, that is such a good movie. He was just a brilliant director. Whatever other issues and quirks he had, he was a very good director. Gosh, this is super dark, isn't it? It doesn't look azure at all. It just looks black. That's weird. Or maybe that's how it's supposed to look. I don't know. I've never seen this ink before. But azure, or azure, is blue. Is this supposed to be blue-black? Because it doesn't look blue-black, it looks black or gray. Maybe a little bit of green popping out there. I don't know. Okay, we'll let him dry. Oh! I am just all thumbs today. My goodness. It's been so long since I've made a video, I just don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Another in the Noir series. This is Ocean Noir. Oof, and he's on there good. And Miss Turtle ever so generously sent me a bottle of Ocean Noir. And it is lovely. Uh-oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10 cards. 10 of these swatching cards. I swear, every time I make a giant stack of them, I use them up in the blink of an eye. So I was looking through my cards today to make sure I had enough cards to swatch these bottles, and I just have 10 cards. So I can't mess one up. Heaven forbid. Anyway, as I was saying, Miss Turtle very generously sent me a bottle of Ocean Noir, and it is so beautiful. It's one that I've been wanting to try for a while. And now my inky cup runneth over. I love it. But that just means I have more samples to send to other people to spread the blue goodness. Gosh, I was looking at a website the other day. I don't think I wrote the name of it down, but it's a person that I think just started using fountain pens last year. And I think it's a woman. And she's been writing with her inks on different papers so you can see what the ink looks like on different papers. I love that idea so much. And she said that her favorite ink color is blue. So, you know, a girl after my own heart. So I sent her a message and said, I would love to share some blue ink with you, so let me know if you need some. But I haven't heard from her yet. She probably thinks I'm a wacko. I am wacko. I'm wacko for blue ink. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. But I do hope she contacts me so I can spread the love. Woo! Oh my goodness, that is just glowing. It is so blue. It is beautiful. Look out, Horizon Blue. You might have a new competitor. So pretty. Oh. Speak of the sun and we see its rays. The next bottle is none other than Horizon Blue. And here we are. My favorite blue ink. Okay, I have to tell you. I ordered a bottle of this several years ago. And I love it. I've loved it ever since the first time I used it. So, uh-oh, a little leaky. Uh-oh. Who was I watching? It was Doodlebud. Oh my goodness. If you have not seen Doodlebud's channel, you have to check him out. He is so funny. But he was complaining about California Teal and how the bottle is always dirty and the ink just gets everywhere. Oh dear, I just splattered blue ink everywhere. It is just ink splatter day. Look at my poor hand. I just washed that. The little seal was stuck, and when I pulled it up, it spattered ink everywhere. Thankfully, I am not wearing a good shirt. It is a lazy Sunday afternoon, and I'm wearing an old t-shirt, which is the thing that you should be wearing when you're playing with ink. But anyway, as I was saying, I heard that Monteverde was raising the prices of their ink. So, of course, I freaked out. Did I need to freak out? No, I did not. I freaked out anyway. So, I was scouring the internet, and I found bottles of Horizon Blue and California Teal, two of my favorite inks, for a really good price, and I bought them. So now I have 2 bottles of Horizon Blue and 2 bottles of California Teal. which means that I will have enough of each of those inks to last me into the next century. But that's okay. That's more I can share with people. But now I have this cute little bottle that I can share with people too. So why do I love Horizon Blue so much? It's a beautiful color. It's my favorite blue. It's deep and rich, but it's bright and it's just gorgeous. It flows so beautifully. It shades nicely, which isn't going to show up in this glass nib because it just pours the ink on. It also has some sheen, but not too much sheen. I like a little sheen with my ink, not a little ink with my sheen. I just love everything about it. And every time I find a new blue ink and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to knock Horizon Blue out of the top spot, I get Horizon Blue out again and I'm like, nope, Horizon Blue is still on the top. And Gus is barking at me. What is it, buddy? What? What? Whenever I'm home with him, he wants to go out every 5 minutes. I don't get it. He's a dog. That's what he does. So anyway, I think it will be very interesting to see all of these blue Monteverde inks together and to see if any of them compare or can compete with Horizon Blue. Now he is going to bark and startle me, and I am going to go streaking across the table with this Q-tip. I can see it happening now. Oh, he just has this big booming bark. I was doing something the other day and he barked and I about jumped out of my skin. You think I'd be used to it by now, but I'm not. Oh, so pretty. I don't know. Ocean Noir. I don't think it can touch this. This is gorgeous. Okay. Moving on, moving on. Can't stare at the ink all day. My hands are so blue. I just washed them and they are so blue. It is hilarious. Okay, next up we have Capri Blue. Look at my poor finger. It's blue. I was watching somebody's channel the other day. I want to say it was Gail's Bookish Things, I think. And she had this ink, and she said it's supposed to be pronounced Capri Blue. I guess that's how they say it in Italy. Capri, the Isle of Capri. Ooh, okay. Well, there's Horizon Blue, and there's Capri Blue. Ooh, I don't know if I can make myself say Capri. Capri, Capri. Interesting. Words are fun, as we all know. I need to get some of those Scribo inks and sample them because those names are just so much fun to say. Monteverde. Capri. Capri? Capri. Blue. Oh my goodness. Look at that gorgeous shading. I love it. Does it beat Horizon Blue? No. But it's very, very good. I would say Horizon Blue and California Teal are tied for my top two inks. And Colorverse Supernova is third. So this one would be fighting Supernova for third. Ooh, there we go. We need to have a head-to-head between Capri Blue and Supernova. I've got Supernova in a little wing sung pen, and oh, it's so beautiful. Every time I write with it, it just makes me so happy. It's so pretty. I do have quite a few Colorverse inks. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love Colorverse inks. Woo! Yep, this is reminding me of Supernova. And maybe also a little Konpeki. I was just thinking the other day, I have all of these Oroshizuku inks. Okay, I put too much ink on at the bottom, but that's okay. I have all these Oroshizuku inks, and I hardly ever use them. I think mostly what I've been using lately is Colorverse. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I enjoy my colorverse inks. Ooh, that is so pretty. Now it's a bit lighter in person than it's showing up on camera. I would definitely put this more towards the turquoise than the vibrant blue like Horizon Blue, but so pretty. Trying to see what Gus is up to. Oh my goodness, he peed in the floor the other day. He has never peed in the floor before. And I know he hasn't been well, and I'm not angry at him. I'm just surprised. He's been going to doggy daycare, which is also not cheap. Gosh, I'm complaining about money a lot today. That is so rude. It's so, what's the word? It's so déclassé to complain about money. But, so he's been going to doggy daycare, which is good. It, you know, keeps him occupied. He has separation anxiety, and he gets some exercise during the day and all those good things. But I have to close at work sometimes, which means I don't get home until late. And, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you what ink this was. I was so distracted by my dog. Can you see that without me tipping it over? This is Sapphire. Part of their, what is it called? The gemstone collection, I believe. But anyway, so the days that I work late, I take him to daycare in the morning, and then I pick him up on my lunch break and bring him home. So he's only at home for maybe like 4 or 5 hours by himself. Well, gosh, I don't guess I have to put ink on there, but now it looks off. I'm going to put ink anyway, because it just looks uncentered. And, you might think that 5 hours is a long time for a dog to be alone, but back before he developed separation anxiety, he would occasionally be left alone much longer than that if I was working and my boyfriend was out of town. Sometimes it just happened that way, but lately I can't leave him alone for 5 minutes. So anyway, I came home from work a few hours after I had dropped him off, and he had peed in the floor and gotten in the trash can and just tore everything up. So I don't know what is going on with him. Poor dear. He just wants me to stay home with him, which is all I want in the world too. All right, well that is a deep dark blurple. Very nice. Okay, 2 more to go. Next up we have Peace Blue, which is also one of the emotions set. So we've got 2 emotions, we've got 2 noir, we've got the Documental Ink. I'm trying to get this open. And we have the 1 gemstone ink, and then a few from their, I guess their regular ink line, would you say? Alrighty. Yeah, this is looking very purple. Monteverde. Whoops. Peace. I almost put an L there. Peace Blue. Peace. Oh, gosh. Oh, I can't talk. To talk is hard. And I have lost my paper towel. Oh, there it is. Peace Blue. Whew. Wet, 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 wet. All right, well he looks like he has some nice shading too. Again, with the glass nib, it's a little hard to tell, but definitely fading toward the purple. All right, and last but not least, we have Caribbean Blue. Ooh, which is a turquoisey blue. Oh yeah, you can see that turquoisey goodness in there. I have to admit, I have a bottle of this, a large bottle, and it just doesn't speak to me. I don't know why. I love Noodler's Navajo Turquoise, and I think Konpeki is kind of a turquoisey blue too, but I haven't really used Konpeki that much. But, ooh, and I always spell Caribbean wrong. There is one R and two B's. Two B's or not two B's. Now see, that is lovely. There is nothing wrong with that. Why don't I like this ink? Maybe it's just loyalty to Navajo Turquoise that prevents me from liking this ink. Because that's very nice. Look at that shading. That's very pretty. Okay, I've got to give this ink another chance. Because I have been thinking about weeding out my collection, getting rid of some pens and getting rid of some inks, because I just have a gazillion bottles of ink and I cannot prevent myself from buying more. So it can't all stay. Some of it has to go. And it can go to people that will enjoy it more than I do. But now I'm looking at this ink and thinking, I don't want to get rid of it. Well, maybe I do. And I have another ink. What is it? It's Diatrimentis Sky Blue. I think it's like Sky Blue Myrrh. It's a scented ink, but I haven't really noticed a scent on it, and it's very much this color. And they just don't do anything for me, but there's something about Navajo Turquoise that just speaks to me. It's so beautiful. But this is nice. This is nice. Nice shading. Okay, so I'm going to let these cards dry a little bit, and I'm going to go let the dog out, and I will be back in a moment. Oh, hello. I was trying to make sure the camera was focused. Oh my goodness, I have gotten even more blue ink on my fingers since the last time. Okay. And I forgot to mention earlier, I have a fan on, so I hope that the fan is not making a lot of noise, but I won't know that until the video is done, so we'll just have to deal with things as they come. So, let us take a look at our finished swatch cards. First up, we have the Documental Ink. I'm very tempted to put a drop of the water. See, my water is very blue, of course, because I've been using blue ink. Ooh, look at the red sheen on that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I always heard that waterproof inks were very flat and they didn't have sheen or shading or anything. But I don't know. This one is very nice. Okay. I'm gonna put a little drip of this watery blue ink on here. Ooh, well that was quite a big drip. So we're gonna see what happens with that. Has that been long enough? I feel like I'm really far away. I don't know, let's see. Okay, remember the water in the container is blue, so I'm not sure how much of the ink it's lifting up, but looking at the card, you can't even see where I dropped the water, so all right. Oh, you know what? I should probably drip it on the letter if I can get some on the letters. Oh my goodness, I'm just making a huge mess. Okay. Now there's water on the letters. There's water all over the place. It doesn't look like it's moving though. Yep. Okay. So for those of you that are looking for waterproof ink, I think you should definitely give the Monteverde Documental Inks a try. And ooh, look at the sheen. So pretty. Okay, well, I am quite impressed. I've never thought of myself as looking for waterproof inks, but that one is very nice. Okay. And I don't know if you can hear Gus panting behind me. He is just panting up a storm. What's the matter, buddy? Okay, I'm very worried about Gus. But we take things as they come. Okay, so here is Monteverde Confidence Blue. A very nice kind of purpley blue. Sorry, I'm trying to comfort the dog while showing off a swatch card. Poor buddy, he is just not happy. Okay, teeny sheen. Teeny. Okay, sorry about that. So teeny bit of sheen. Teeny sheeny. Just a little bit around the edge. Not nearly as much as the Document Ink. I mean, even from this distance, you can see the red sheen on that. Very nice. All right. Who do we have next? Oh no. I just poked my finger in Gus's eye. Poor Gus. Okay. Here is Monteverde Malibu Blue. And again, a little bit of red sheen. Now this one does have some really nice shading. Again, it's hard to tell with the glass nib, but even on the glass nib, you can see the shading. And a little bit of sheen, just a little bit, very pretty. Okay, and then we have this Azure Noir. What is up with this? It is just black. It's not a blue black. It's not dark blue. It is just black or gray or something. I don't know. If y'all have used Azure Noir before, let me know if yours looks like this, because it is just gray. It is not blue at all. It's weird. It's not bad looking. It's just not what I'm expecting in this group of blue inks. And then it has some kind of like coppery sheen on there. That's very interesting. It's an interesting ink. It's just not a blue ink. All right, and then who is next? Ah, Ocean Noir. That is a deep dark blue with some beautiful coppery sheen. And I swear I just let him outside. I don't know what the problem is. Oh my goodness. Poor puppy. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, where was I? So yes, beautiful blue, interesting coppery sheen. Very nice. Very pretty. Definitely a contender for the top spot with Horizon Blue. However, here is Horizon Blue. And it is just gorgeous. It is just, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. It has some beautiful red sheen, but not too much sheen. And just some nice shading. I know it's a nice shader because I've written with it. You can't really see with the glass nib what kind of shading it has. But it does have some, you know, subtle tones in here where I swatched it. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So, you know, Ocean Noir, very nice, very pretty, but it just can't unseat the champion, Horizon Blue. Okay, ooh, can we scoot everybody up a little bit? Can we get them all in there? I might have to zoom out a little bit. Well, yeah, he's mostly in there. And who's next? Capri Blue, or Capri Blue. Also very pretty. And I think this one might be a contender with Colorverse Supernova. Woo, look at that sheen. Very pretty. And some very nice shading. It's somewhere between Horizon Blue and Caribbean Blue. It's not that deep, vibrant blue. It's a little bit lighter, but it's not quite a turquoise blue. But still very vibrant. Oh, so pretty. It's a bit brighter in person, a bit lighter. But so pretty. Oh my goodness. These blue inks are just killing me. I love them. Okay, who's next? All right, we have Sapphire Blue. Well, isn't that interesting? Orange sheen, green sheen. How did this one get two colors of sheen? That is crazy. Look at that. Fascinating. Oh, that is definitely green and definitely orange. I have never seen that before. That is crazy. I'm looking for some shading. It's a very dark ink, and with darker inks, it's harder to see the shading. But I'm looking at the H and the I, and I am seeing some shading. So I bet this would be very nice in a pen. Kind of leaning towards the blurple, but very nice. And man, that sheen is just wacky. It's got some wacky shading. And then we have Peace Blue, and it is very dark, and maybe a little bit of shading in there, and a little bit of sheen. Very nice. I don't know. I would think for a Peace Blue it would be a softer blue. Like here it is with Confidence Blue. I might almost switch the names, the Peace Blue being the lighter blue, and the Confidence Blue being the deeper, bolder blue. I don't know, but still very pretty. And last but not least, we have Caribbean Blue with a dog hair on it. This definitely has some shading. And teeny sheen, teeny sheeny. Just a hint of red sheen around the edges there. It's probably not showing up on camera very well, but it's just a little bit. So I would say this one is definitely more of a shader than a sheener. And it's very pretty, but I don't know. It's just not speaking to me. So as I'm going through my collection and deciding who to send on to greener pastures, I think this Caribbean Blue might be one that will move along. So we shall see. Anyway, let me know what you think about these blue inks. Which ones have you tried and which ones are your favorites? And also let me know about those Robert Oster green inks. Oh, those are killing me. I really want some. I really don't need any. But since when has that stopped me? Anyway, all right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye.